Hey guys, Justkellyhere here, back with another video. So today I am doing a get to know me type video because I realized that I haven't done one since the beginning of my channel, and that was like 2 years ago almost. I'm definitely not the same exact person I was, and I feel like I definitely didn't cover enough. So I decided to do this video because I have this book that I found in Urban Outfitters. I got it on Amazon though because it's cheaper. But it's called The Book of Questions. It's made by some dude with a PhD. And it's just a bunch of like deep questions, and I wanted to do it with someone, but I haven't got around to doing it yet. So I figured, why not just do it with you guys, and I'll answer them, and then you guys can get a deeper understanding of who I am. I don't know, because I feel like on the surface type questions like, where are you from? Like, how many brothers or sisters do you have? Are so like simple, and like, I don't know, I feel like you'll get a deeper understanding of who I am through like deeper questions, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I wanted to do that. By the way, I post on Wednesdays and Sundays. I don't put enough effort, and I want to do that and be better with this channel. So from now on, I am posting on Wednesdays and Sundays. Click the subscribe button because I will be back, so don't you fret, I will be here. So yeah, by the way, if you don't know, my name is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Nice to meet you, even though I haven't been able to actually meet you, but like, hi. All right, let's get into it. I'm just gonna go through the book and pick like a random page, okay? And I'll stop here. Okay. Have you ever disliked someone for being luckier or more successful than you? I wouldn't say I dislike someone. I definitely was jealous at the moment, but I think that like things come to people at different times in their lives. Like, even though you do want that type of thing that they have that you don't, you can't really be mad at them for having it because they just got it at a different time than you, and whatever you want that they have, you will get when it's the right time for you. Maybe I was jealous for a little bit, but I realized like my time will come and it'll come for everyone else, so there's no point on putting energy towards someone negatively for something that you can't control. Okay, let's answer another one. How many of your friendships have lasted more than 10 years? Which of your friends do you think will still be important to you a decade from now? I definitely have a lot of friendships that have lasted more than 10 years. Some of my friends I've been friends with since like 2nd grade, and they're really close to me, so I would say like a handful. I don't know off the top of my head, I don't feel like counting it out, but like definitely a handful of people. They're definitely my best friends today still. I don't know if all of them will still be in my life in a decade or now. I would hope so, but like only the future will tell, and I don't know. I think that they would. I would want to be in their lives, so I don't know. I think so. Let's pick another one. If you could gain any one ability or quality you admire in someone else, what would you choose? Do you think you could develop the ability or quality just by working at it? I admire the people that can just like stand up for what they believe in, like stand above the crowd, be themselves, and just be like authentic to the core. I admire that in people, and I feel like, I really think it just depends on the quality, but yeah, I think if I wanted that quality, I could strive for it. I don't know if I necessarily will be that quality, but I would hope to. I don't know. That's a hard question. Have your character and humanity been forged more by pleasure and success or by pain and disappointment? My character has been forged by pain and disappointment, which is so sad to say, but I think in the end, it only makes me like grow and stronger. I've definitely lost myself with people, and I didn't want to. Not just one person in particular, like a few, and I definitely went through like a rough patch, like trying to find myself again, so to say. I didn't like that I did that for sure, but I think that it definitely like made me stronger and made me grow, and you can only learn from experiences like that. I don't regret that I went through it. It was like a hard time for me, but I definitely like am grateful that I went through that because it made me who I am, and I feel like I definitely learned a lot from those situations, and I only can apply it to my life in different ways from now on. So yeah, let's do another one. What do you feel more often, gratitude or envy? What are you most grateful for? I don't think I usually feel envy. I do definitely take things for granted, but I think that I'm trying to be more grateful every day because I know that like what I have is nothing compared to other people have. Like especially like in say like third world countries, they have nothing like clean water. They don't even have that. Like something that comes to us so easily. Like I definitely like take it for granted. I don't realize when I'm drinking my water like how like blessed I am to have this, and all the like I have a home that I can live happily in, and I have an awesome family and friends, and I get to have an education and all these things. So I definitely I definitely know that I am grateful in those senses, but I don't have as much gratitude as I should. But I'm learning to be more grateful every single day, and that is actually like something that I strive for, because I know everyone is blessed in different ways, and you should be grateful what you have, even if you might not have as much as what someone else does. Would you be willing to go to a slaughterhouse and kill a cow? Do you eat meat? No, I would not want to, because I am vegan. I don't eat meat. I've realized like two and a half years ago, I realized how I made the connection. Because you know how when you grew up having meat your whole life, you don't really realize that, you don't make that connection that you're eating an animal or someone killed an animal to get that. Since someone helped me realize and make this connection, I've no longer had meat since that day. I feel like it sounds like I'm preaching, but I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying my point of view. If you eat it, that's fine. I just choose not to. I just don't feel like it's right, and I don't want to contribute to it. And also, like, there's a health, a morality aspect, and also like environmental aspect of why I don't do it. Okay, every time you buy that product, you're keeping the money flow to that person to kill it. So you're basically paying that person to kill every single time you buy that meat. And I don't want to do that, and I don't want to kill either. So I just don't want to contribute at all to the meat industry. Yeah. Does the fact that you've never done something before increase or decrease the appeal to you? I think it depends on the circumstances. Like, if it's like I've never eaten a snail, I don't necessarily want to eat a snail. But if it's like, I don't know, like bungee jumping or something, or like going out of a plane, that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, I would definitely want to do it. Would you do something boring and unsatisfying, say cleaning toilets for 5 years, if you knew it'd bring you contentment and inner peace for the rest of your life? If not, how long would you be willing to do it? I think there's no point in doing a job if you don't truly find happiness with it and you don't love doing it, because then what's the point of doing it? You're wasting your time. But if I were to do that job and it made me super happy, I would definitely keep doing it. But if it didn't bring me happiness, I wouldn't want to do it, unless it's like a transition job when I'm working from 9 to 5 just to make the paycheck to get the money while I'm working on my craft on the side or something like that, while I'm like waiting to move on with my life to the point that I want. That's the only time I would probably do it. Would you be happier with more control over what happens in your life, or more control over your response to what happens? How can you gain more such control? I would be happier with more control over my response, because you'll never be able to control everything that happens to you. Things just happen in your life and you just have to react to it. So I would say that I would want to like react better in certain situations, because I definitely don't always react the best way. But I think that I could gain more control as time passes, and it's just me learning and me gaining more like experience and like realizing my reactions to things. If I could take a 1-month trip anywhere in the world and money were not a consideration, where would I go and what would I do? I would probably go to somewhere in Africa and help people in third world countries, because I really want to do that anyway, and I'm just trying to get the money to go do that. But that's like my dream, so I would definitely like want to go and live there for a month. Because going back to like the grateful thing, like in gratitude, like I know that me going there would make me so much grateful for what I have, and because I know that people are suffering, and I also would be able to help people that are suffering, which is something that I always wanted to do, especially going into a third world country and like helping hands-on. Would you rather be successful professionally with only a tolerable private life, or have a great private life but an uninspiring professional one? Private and professional life are important, but I would want my private life to be better, because the people I'm going to be around in my private life is when I'm like relaxing, when I don't have anything to do, when I'm like having fun. My professional life is to get money, and yeah. But I would want both to be good. If you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else's and assume his or her life, would you do it? I feel like I'm very grateful for my life, and even though I want more in my life, I know that everything happens with time, so I don't necessarily like want to switch bodies with someone and like be someone else. I would rather be myself. I don't want to be anyone else. I do think some people live cool lives, and that's great, but like I want to live my own life, you know? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell to know every single time I post, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Don't forget to be a light. Bye!
Bye!